Hi, I'm Wes, AE0OC. Today I'm going to walk you through how I built a 1-to-1 current balun for portable use. But first I've got a couple of announcements from my clubs. Spring is the perfect time for a ham fest, and if you're going to be in southwest Missouri, here's a couple you should attend. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society, OARS, will hold a ham fest tailgater at 6 a.m. on May 21st at 425 North Main, Mount Vernon, Missouri. With free admission to the public and only $10 for vendors, you can't beat that deal. Go to w0oar.com for more information. On June 4th, the Southwest Missouri Amateur Radio Club, SMARC, will hold its annual Ham Fest at the Salvation Army Headquarters, 1707 West Chestnut Expressway, Springfield, Missouri. Tickets are $5 in advance and $7 at the door. Doors open to the public at 8 a.m., and more info can be found at smarc.org. If you would like to help support this channel, please visit the Amazon store on our website, 59radio.com. It is very much appreciated. The first step is to wind the toroid. I'm using two 2-foot pieces of 18-gauge insulated solid copper wire and an FT140-43 toroid core. Links for the materials are in the description. Each pass through the center of the core equals 1 turn, so in this picture there are 2 turns. And now 4 turns. With each turn, make sure to keep the wire as tight to the core as possible and do not let the wires cross each other. After the 4th turn, bring the wire straight across the core to make the 5th pass through the center, then continue winding the other side of the core, keeping the spacing as even as possible. Continue until you have an additional 4 turns, making a total of 9 passes through the center. The next parts are a project box large enough for the wound core and a pair of bulkhead connectors. I'm using SO239s, but BNCs are fine too. Drill holes in each end of the box for your connectors, but don't mount them yet. After the box is prepared, pass one end of one of the wires through the hole for the connector and solder it to the center conductor of the SO239. I crimped and soldered a ring connector to the end of the other wire and fastened it to the screw of the bulkhead connector. I used lock nuts on these screws to prevent loosening. Repeat the process on the other side, making sure the same wire is connected to the center conductor. The project box I used has a rubber ring to make a seal. I put a layer of waterproofing lubricant on this seal to make it waterproof, but also drilled a small hole in the bottom to allow condensation to escape. This may seem counterproductive, but if the hole is kept down and the box is not in standing water, it will let moisture out but not let any rain in. I'm building this for portable temporary use, but it may be left out for a few days at a time on a camping trip. For testing the box, I made a short coax stub with 2 100-ohm resistors in parallel soldered across the center conductor and outer shield, making it a 50-ohm load. Testing resistance across the other end of the box confirms there are no shorts and good continuity. The Nano VNA shows a good match across the bands I will be using it on. It was a fairly easy project and will hopefully be useful at reducing RF in the field. As always, thank you for watching, and 73.